everyone, I'm Jenny. The following introduction is for Robam microwave oven M602. First, let's see the appearance of it. The tempered glass makes the whole appearance become more high-ending and fashionable. And also, it provides with us a transparent window, so we can enjoy the cooking status very easily and clearly. Okay, secondly, let's come to the inner design of it. We open the door. The 25-liter cavity allows us to cook as we like. And also, of course, it is made up of stainless steel, so it is durable and easy clean. And also, the holes or the two sides of the cavity help us to spread the heating electromagnetic wave to every corner of the cavity. And on the top part of the oven, we can easily see the heating tubes from the mesh. And about the inner removable parts of it, we can see that this is the grill rack, and then the glass turntable. The glass turntable is rotatory, which makes the food be heated equally. And just below the glass turntable, we can see it is the grill ring. And thirdly, I want to see the humanist design of it. The child lock protection with 360 care to your family. And here, the air duction helps us to protect the oven cabinet from high temperature. Okay, now let's come to the control panel of it. We can easily divide the control panel into 4 parts. The first part, the second part, the third part, and the fourth part. The first part is the display screen, which tells us the clock time, the cooking weight, the cooking power, and the remaining time. When the oven is switched off for the first time, or the oven is without operation for 5 minutes, the display screen will only show 2 points, which is flashing. And this mode is the standby mode. All other operations should start in this condition. Okay, now let's come to the second part of it, the function part. There are 3 cooking modes. The first one is the microwave function, and then the grill function, and then the combination function. For the microwave function, we tap it. The display screen will show 800 watts, and we can tap it more times to change the cooking power, like this. After the cooking power has been selected, we tap the confirm button. Now it's time for us to choose the cooking time. We can use the time and wait buttons to choose the cooking time. For example, we choose 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And finally, we tap the start button. 3 seconds later, the oven will begin working. At this time, if we want to pause the process, we just need to tap the cancel or pause button. Then it will be paused. And if we tap the start button again, it will continue to work. The point is that if we tap the cancel or pause button for twice, it will return to the standby mode. Once, it will be paused, and twice, it will return to the standby mode. And then, I want to see that the operations of the grill function and the combination function are the same as the operation of the microwave function. We tap the grill function more times to choose the cooking power, and then the confirm button, and then to choose the cooking time like this. And finally, we tap the start button. Then it will begin working for grill function. And also twice here to return to the standby mode. And also the combination function, we tap it. There are 2 levels of the cooking power. The first one is C1, and then again the C2. And also then we tap the confirm button. It's time for us to choose the cooking time. For example, we choose 10 seconds. And then the last step, we tap the start button. 3 seconds later, the oven will begin working for the combination function. Okay, we return to the standby mode. Just below these three functions, this button is the child lock button. We tap it, the screen will be locked, and it can help us to prevent the misoperation of our children and avoid the accident. And if we want to cancel the program, we can just press and hold it. Then it will be cancelled. And this button is the defrost button. We tap it, and then the display screen will show us 100 gram. And we can tap the time and weight buttons to increase or decrease the gram, like this. And finally, we tap the start button. Then the oven will begin working for defrost. And this button is the confirm button we have set. And these three buttons are time and weight buttons. Okay, now let's come to the third part of it. The third part is the one-button menu for rice, porridge, soup, vegetable, bread, fish, chicken, wings, skewers. For example, we choose vegetable, and then we can tap it more times to increase or reduce the cooking weight, like this. And finally, we tap the start button. 3 seconds later, the oven will begin working for vegetable. And also, the cooking time will be set automatically according to the cooking weight. And this button is the cancel or pause button, and then the start button. I want to tell you that in order to make the microwave function become more convenient, we set the speedy cook function. And under the standby mode, we just need to tap the start button. And 3 seconds later, the oven will begin working automatically. And if we tap the start button again, the cooking time will be increased, also increased. So we can find that it is very convenient. Okay, the introduction for the control panel is over. Okay, the introduction for microwave oven M602 is finished. Thank you.